Hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. Me and Icarus here are still down on our starting planet. Actually, we haven't got very far at all in this series so far. But bear with me because we are sort of speeding things up a little bit, I suppose. Although things become infinitely more complicated the further you get into stuff. So here is the one oil refinery that we actually have running at the moment. I've sort of committed... I've probably done this the wrong way around. I should have maybe added another refinery instead of committing the third one to X-ray cracking. So we spoke about this at the end of the last episode. We can turn refined fuel and hydrogen into more hydrogen and energetic graphite through the X-ray cracking thing, which I've now done and sort of haphazardly messed around with all the conveyor belts and stuff, including a 3 long... It doesn't seem to be affecting things too badly, having a conveyor going 3 tiles wide. It's fine, but I thought maybe doing that would be better than trying to jumble them all around over this place, because I still need the fuel to go in here, or it will backlog here and not go anywhere, because the hydrogen that these two are producing is not sufficient enough. So I think what we're going to need to do is going to have to shut this down a second. Let me ping that there. That'll start moving backwards. We can move this up. We can then set another refinery here in the same configuration as the last. We'll set this one up for X-ray cracking, and we're actually going to reset this one back to normal processing, which means sabotaging everything that I've already done, resetting it all, because I think I can speed it up if I have just slightly better hydrogen input. So if I now bring this conveyor down here to there, so we'll just use that one input there, and then we need it to output to this hydrogen line and this fuel line. That electricity thing is going to have to go. We'll maybe put that there instead. So the hydrogen needs to go in, and the fuel needs to go in, and then the two need to go out again. So hydrogen, fuel. You need to go back to regular processing, please, sir. And then output your fuel onto that belt and output... Oh crap! Hang on, done this the wrong way around. I've gotta be careful with this stuff. Output tab fuel, output tab hydrogen. Right, there we go. Configure your damn thingies before you start placing them down. Right. Okay, so there's yeah, it's slightly different than these other two, but then it's doing the same thing. All right, so you're putting the fuel and the hydrogen in, and that is then going to come out here. So again, I need to be careful here because I need to output you to hydrogen, and you, although I'm going to set a slightly faster conveyor belt to do you, to the energetic graphite. Lovely. Okay, there we go. And so we need to run the fuel line down to this guy. This guy. This. Why are you doing that? Stop misbehaving. Behave yourself. Some of the view angles on this are a bit weird. Right. So now that we've got lovely chemical engineering. Lovely. Yes. Research is going ahead regardless of my incredibly slow research time at the moment for red cubes, while I'm still figuring out all this hydrogen best practices and stuff. So anyway, the hydrogen is starting to build up a little bit now on this belt here. But this guy requires 10 hydrogen to 5 fuel. So at the moment, I'm happy for that hydrogen to build up. I think it has reached a kind of stable amount. I don't think it's going to go any more or less right now, by the looks of it. And that means that our 3 refineries here are working at max. Our oil refinery extractor is working at pretty much maximum, I think. Yeah, that's not moving any further from there, so good. The only thing is this guy going to get clogged up with hydrogen? because he can't put down on the belt. Every time the belt moves along, yeah, look, he's clogged up with hydrogen already. Now the other thing I could do is I could run that belt and join it with this one, and that would definitely alleviate any kind of backlog here. What I'm slightly worried it might do is then not provide enough hydrogen per minute to this guy. But then maybe it will. Look at that. Maybe we're alright. Yeah, 10 hydrogen staying stable. Fantastic. Okay, well there we go. We've got a lot more hydrogen coming out of this now. The fuel is still just going into an endless pit of doom on the end of this conveyor. It's not really going anywhere after this. Because unfortunately, in order to crack the X-ray cracking also requires hydrogen, which is a shame because all that hydrogen is needed for the red cubes. So those are going along all the way along here. The energetic graphite is going into storage, of which there is a lot already. I have actually disabled this guy from making more because we're making some with the X-ray cracking here. I didn't think any more was necessary. Let's leave the coal veins as they are for now. Yeah, and we're very short on hydrogen. The red cubes are queuing up for that at the moment. I put another energy matrix producing thing here to try and speed things up, but ultimately, run out of hydrogen, so yeah, it kind of backfired. Anyway, so that's what I've done so far. That's where we are. What are we doing? We have nighttime because one of my videos seems to happen over here. As well, I set up a little silicon manufacturing facility that's going off to a nice big storage thingy at the moment. I tidied this whole shenanigans up over here, so we're gathering a lot of glass at the moment. These containers actually look full. This whole thing is backed up now, which is great, which is fine. And these prisms are still going off to be turned into the plasma-y thingy-majigs that we need to make. See, I could rearrange this whole thing as well now, actually, because this whole thing is just a bit of a nightmare as well. Why is that going over? I don't know. Why don't we? Because before there, along here was the graphite manufacturing, so we couldn't actually put it here. So, but now we can. So we could just literally do that, and run that, and then we can stop this nonsense over here, and this nonsense. Why is that doing that? All right. Chuck you on there, sir. Get rid of you, sir. Yeah, so I've got these prisms that go in a box and then they come out of a box as well, so that they're not just piling back on the conveyor. There is actually a surplus building here as well, which is nice. But I don't need a huge amount of these, I don't think, so I've just left them just one, and it's filled up these boxes with these guys. So yeah, there we go. That's good. That's nice and tidy now, isn't it? Yeah, much better. Right. So we've got another coal deposit over here, but a little ways further around here is another oil seep. I say a little ways, it seems like quite a long ways once you actually get to flying over here. So we want to do a similar sort of thing here. I also need to run off this copper vein here, and it's a little bit more strategic if I look at the map. We've got an iron vein up here, copper vein here, oil vein here. I want to run all three of them on a sort of bus type thing towards the red cube area. What I need to produce is processors which require microcrystalline components. So the microcrystalline components require silicon, which we're building right here, and copper, which is, this copper vein that I'm just talking about right there. Then the processors require these things, plus iron, plus electronics, which require copper and iron. So the electronics we're already building, but they're being built all the way over here and stockpiled here. So I could run them counter and run them over here and start building them there. We need a lot of these processors, I think, anyway. But that's kind of a secondary objective. My first objective really is to get the red cube situation under control and stuff. So we're going to start with this oil seep here. I'm going to run very similar setup to what we've done here, and then I need to run all the hydrogen stuff from over here all the way back over there. Easy, right? There is also 3 oil seeps right here, but I want to wait until I have intraplanetary logistics before I can do that. Now, intraplanetary logistics require thrusters. Thrusters require 1,000 red cubes. So, yeah, let's get on with this one, shall we? Oh man, I wish there was a better way to produce hydrogen. It would seem to me that, you know, pumping water out of the ground and then doing something with that to turn it into hydrogen would be the way forward. But it seems that the only recipes for hydrogen, I mean, I can't even see. The only output of hydrogen is from the refineries, the oil refineries at the moment, and doesn't quite make sense to me, but there we go. Anyway, right, we're going to need an oil extractor, oil refineries, and we're bang out of steel material already. Am I actually making steel? I think I am. I need to fly all the way back again. Get some more steel. Good news! Icarus flies! I suppose that's why he's called Icarus. Because he flies. Maybe. I've only just put that together. Sharp. Right, where is my steel production? It is like all the way around here. Yeah, down here. Here it is. Steel! And it looks like you are plumb out of steel. Yeah, you are, aren't you? Damn it. All that steel. Oh. You're going into foundations, which are not full yet. Okay, yeah. Yeah, still got a long ways to go on the foundation production. Wow. Yikes. Alright, fine. Right, well, I might need to set up another steel assembly then, I guess. Because all that steel is being used. Unless what I can do over here is increase production. There is only one miner on here. Man, Jesus, you set off to do one thing in this game and it just throws problems at you and goes, no. No, you got to sort this problem out first. I don't want to. I want to do what I want to do. Stop throwing problems at me, damn it. And the game is like, nah, deal with problems. This is this game. It is lots and lots of problems. All sort of blended in together. This has been interesting. Right, we're going to run lots of iron ore. And merge it with this conveyor belt. Right here. Which is going to backlog until this sort of empties again, and then hopefully these smelters, well, I might need to add to them, and maybe if we add a smelter here, simply done. Make iron ingots, please, sir, and then output. Muchos gracias, amigos. And away it goes. Maybe that will increase our iron ingot production, and hopefully you can increase our steel production. We're assuming anyway. I can then maybe even get some more smelters. Another smelter on the end here. Let's see. Can I add a little bit of foundation there? Thank you very much. Another smelter. Right there. Extend that belt a little bit more. Iron ingot that bad boy up. And then output to that belt. Even more iron ingot production. So now even less iron is coming from this one. This one is filling in the void for the rest of the smelters. And we are just producing all of the ingots. Yes, this belt is starting to back up now. Can we have another? I just got confused then. Icarus, fall out of the sky. And Icarus did. He fell out of the sky. He flew far too close to the sun that time. Can we have another steel producey thingy-majig? Okay. Nope. Nope. There we go. Just change that recipe to silicon, it's fine. Take you off. Right. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to input standard conveyor there, output fast conveyor there. Boo and yeah. More steel. It's still not fast enough. I need all the steel, damn it. Fine. We will have to set up steel production somewhere else. How many did you get out of the oil refineries? Did actually build the 3 oil refineries I requested, so maybe we can just get on with this. Why have we got hydrogen in here? Go away, hydrogen. And that as well. My inventory is constantly running out of space, just for nonsense that I don't need. Right. I need to pick up some more coal on the way. So we'll swing by my little reserve coal mine here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up my doobie, what's it? Control, click, in it goes. And we're back up to full power again. Right then, let's see if we can set up this damn oil seep and get some more X-ray cracking on the go. Oil extracty thingy-majiggy. I'm going to run it through the solar belt, only because that's the side I need the conveyors on, and I can build solar panels around these ones once I've placed them. The other tricky... No, I was going to be like, oh, the other tricky thing is power, except there's freaking solar panels right here, dude. Oh dear. Right, so we can hit you up. Fine, wonderful. And we want like 3, 4 refineries out of here, ideally, because 3 will refine all the oil we need. Hey, high energy fuel rods, lovely. So we get rid of those solar panels. Another refinery there. We need a solar panel there. Okay, so we've got all the oil going in. And thanks to you guys for, you know, the tip about tabbing through the filters before you place your sorters down. That did not occur to me, even though the guy said that to me. He said you can sort by, you know, it didn't really register. I wasn't really listening to what he was saying when he told me. So thank you guys in the comments for that one, because that's mucho helpful. There we go. So sorters are ready. Right, I need to get some steel in order to finish this little setup up. Now we can complete what we were doing. Right, foundations. Let's smooth this out a little bit, shall we? Lovely. At the moment, I think it's just a one-to-one relationship is the optimum. So we want everything going off in that direction anyway. I'm thinking right angles. Right angles. So why? Right. So put him there. Run you along there. Here's the other conundrum. The conundrum with this is that I'm going to have an excess of refined fuel. So you, sir, are going to be configured to X-ray cracking. Lovely. Can now extend the power grid and actually boot this thing up. Thank you very much for the electromagnet. And then that's going to be right in the way. Put you there. There you go. So yeah, you're going to be outputting that. So what we want is you want a hydrogen output on this belt here. Like that. But we want this is the tricky bit. I need the excited graphite to be the other side of it, but the way I've set this up now, I've done it the wrong way around. What we could do is set the graphite to come out there. Like that. What I do need to do is store this excess oil somewhere. So if we put that there, take this belt down, Oh, for crying out loud. You know, for a top-down game, you kind of suck at that. Dear. Right. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? Because that's too close. Well, I'll get there in the end. There we go. We want this going into the tank. And then we want a belt coming out of the tank to go into the cracker. The cracker. Like that, right. And now we need to run these two all the way up to the other, our red cube manufacturing. There'll be a little bridge for them. Woo! I'm going to need a lot more conveyor belts than that. Haha! Look at my little conveyor belt highway. Isn't it glorious? Screw the environment. And it runs through some natural beauty spots. Yes. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Marvelous. Anyway, I've got to link the hydrogen up to the left side of these refineries, and I've got to link the graphite up with the right hand side of these refineries. So we're going to have a little bridge over at one point, which is a little bit spaghetti, and I am opposed to as spaghetti where possible. But don't get me wrong, the pasta's great. The conveyor spaghetti is not. Right. Deuterium fractionation. Lovely. I've unlocked the deuterium fractionation technology. You can use a fractionator to separate some deuterium from liquid hydrogen, although it's not perfectly efficient. Processing deuterium means that you are now entering the nuclear energy stage. Boo. Yeah. Nuclear energy, baby. Now we're talking. Right, there we go. Hydrogen linked. Look at it. It's glorious. Yes. We're going to need a lot more of this hydrogen stuff. A lot more of it. But that should keep the red cubes going for a little while. That backed up rather quickly, didn't it? Yikes. Okay. So they need to now link this guy up. So we're going to have a little bridge here. And then back down again. And I think he needs to line up with that line there, and then he can run all the way to that one. Beautiful. Right. Now that bloody hydrogen's thinned out already, hasn't it? Yeah, spaghetti conveyors. Spaghetti conveyors. It's kind of unavoidable. At some point, you just have to kind of accept the spaghetti. The spaghetti is a natural consequence of these fecking games that put one resource at the wrong side of the map and done the other. Right. Much hydrogen is being had right now, which is excellent. It's starting to back up a little bit on this belt as it goes into the red cube manufacturing factories of destiny. I don't know. What is that? I don't know what that's making. High-speed assembly process. Lovely. Smashing. Not quite sure what we're going to use that for, but I'm sure it will come in useful at some point. Okay. I think our red cube production is at least going to be okay for a little while, although these are definitely depleting. The number that we're getting in is far less than the number being consumed. So it may come that we need to reconnect this guy and make some more exciting graphite. That's an oxymoron, isn't it? Oil is fine. We don't need that much oil at the moment. Okay. So the other thing, like I said, we need to bring copper over here to meet with some iron, to meet with some silicon in order to produce the circuit boards that we need in order to produce the chips that we need, the CPU processors and stuff. We also need to make electromagnetic turbines, which... Oh my lord. Oh my lord, my brain. My brain. No. Right, hang on. So you need iron, you need the coggy things, and you need the electromagnetic thingamajiggies, and then you combine the electromagnetic thingamajiggies with these thingamajiggies in order to make one of those thingamajiggies. And what do we need those thingamajiggies for exactly? I'll tell you what we need those thingamajiggies. We need those for the Mark II conveyor belt thingamajiggies. And we need them for the Mark III sort of thingamajiggies. Quab, blimey. There's so many thingamajiggies. How am I supposed to thingy-majiggy my way around these thingy-majiggies? Okay, right, well, alright. Well, it's not really, is it? Okay. One thing at a time, then. We need iron ingots. Why is it always nighttime? Sun, will you just stop? Just stop. No, okay. You will stop once you are a Dyson Sphere. That I can assure you. Alright, silicon stuff. Keep siliconing. Well done. Good job on the siliconing. Appreciate all the siliconing that you're doing. Marvellous. I need more miners than that. Can I have, like... Yeah, that'll do. I just... Ah, what? How? How is that even possible? I didn't even... Alright, fine. I need to go and get some iron ingots. Some ingots of ironness. Which could be retrieved from where we started. All those weeks ago. Look at my glorious factory over here. It's just majestic, isn't it? Hi, iron ingots. I need you. Like, 3 will do. That'll do. Lovely. Thank you very much. Right, back we go. Oh, the fuel consumption. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Icarus is not a hybrid. Just, that battery goes down way too quickly. Right, let's recharge. Plonk. Look at it go! Look at the blue bar go! It's a kind of yellow bar, but it's got blue arrows on it. It's close enough. Yay! Full power. Excellent. We can burn more now then. Okay, Mr. Iron Deposit of Ironage. Other object in that bloody hell's bells. Will you just... How much can you get? 369 or 398? 312? Lame. 398. Yes. And another one. I want another one. Right next to it. 206. You suck. Alright, we shall rotate. Oh. 350. Damn it. Alright, fine. 350. Yeah, okay. You two will do for now then. Alright, I need you both just producing a smegging ton of iron ingots. To be honest, I'm not sure if we actually need that many iron ingots, but you know, it seemed only right, right? There we go. 2 iron mines producing a bucket ton of iron ingots, which will offload into there, ready for making our electronics over here somewhere. Once we pipe this copper over here to make copper ingots and electronics. Let's just recap a second. So in order to make these guys, we need silicon and copper. So I need the copper ingots to merge with the silicon, which we've already got storing up. And in order to make these guys, we need these guys and these guys, and these are the iron and copper to make the processors. And then it's 2 processors, 2 of these thingy-majiggies, and we get yeah, you see, you get it, right? So we need probably another 2 miners here. Let's see if we can get 410. Can we actually get a blue thingy on that? I guess not. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the faster manufacturing. I suspect it might come in handy later, but for now, 376 is what we got. 2 copper outputs. Okay, let's set them up to do ingots, and then I need to merge them with the iron here to make circuits, and then merge those with the copper and the to make the thingy, and then to that to you know, you get it. Coppering. Okay, so let's think about this for a little bit, right? So the last product in this little production line is the processors themselves. So I need the silicon and copper to combine in order to make the little microcrystalline whatevers. And I need the copper and the iron to combine to make the circuit boards, and then the outputs from both of them to combine to make the processors. Okay, so if I run the copper up to around about here, the iron obviously down from there, and the silicon over here as well, I can set up a bunch of manufacturers along this area to output in this direction, and more manufacturers to make the processors. Right, okay. Why is my energy so low? Because Icarus is out of power. Can I burn these? Does that work? No, I need burny stuff. Burn those. Yeah, that'll do. They're not quite as good as raw coal, but whatever. Right, so let's get conveyor belts. Actually, maybe I should put the manufacturers in first so I know what sort of space I'm dealing with. I've got 8 manufacturers here. We need circuit boards. I don't know. Yeah, this is the tricky bit. I don't know how much they take. How much they take to output. So circuit boards, these ones, right? They require 2 iron to 1 copper. Fine, fine. Well, we need the other half of the copper to go towards making these guys here, which take 2 silicon to 1 copper. Fine. So the copper is going to be split evenly. Right. Okie dokie. The iron. Okay. Alright, so if I... It's simple, really, isn't it? I mean, yeah, okay. Oh my god. Brain hurty. Brain hurty. I don't know. I don't know if there's really a good way or best way to go about this. I need to split the copper, though. So let's just move this up a little bit so it's less copper side and more iron side. Iron side. Right. I don't know. Let's put them this way around. Why not? Right next to each other. Who knows? And then circuit board. Circuit board. I reckon we can get away with 3 of these. Let's start with 3. We've got 2 copper mines rather than 1, so in theory should be fine. And then if I set up another 3 on the same sort of plane, I want to say, in the woods here. Lovely. And then we can run the silicon directly down here to these 3. Well, copper runs on this side and iron runs on this side, and then we'll worry about the output afterwards, as I always do. We're worried about the output once we've done this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right. Let's run you then, good sir, to around about there, and then down to there, like that. Lovely. Okay. And then we need to run the copper from you to this side. Easy, right? Ooh, except I wanna split it, don't I? I wanna split the copper. So these things, like, they cause untidiness. Cause untidiness issues. Okay, so we have one set of copper going that way, and another set of copper going that way. Bit like that. So we're gonna have to bend this copper in a little while as well. We have a nice little kink in the goddamn conveyor belt setup. Grr. Well, I thought I'd be really, really clever and put both outputs on the same output conveyor belt. Actually seems to be working okay. I'm not seeing any orange lights of, like, waitinginess. They seem to be reasonably happy that they can output at the exact sort of speed and efficiency of this conveyor belt. So, quite by accident, I've managed... There's a lot more circuit boards being created than there are. This is the other issue, is that when this box inevitably fills up, this one conveyor is no longer going to work. But yeah, there we go. So, silicon in that side, iron in that side, copper across both of them, and then a single exit conveyor for both the circuits and the weird chippy things. Now they can go into another manufacturer on the other end of these to produce the processors. That's what all this is about, is processors. And I think it is one processor requires 2 chips and 2 crystalline type whatevers. So I might need to up the amount of these things that I'm making and reduce the amount of these things that I'm making. So I might just remove that one there and then place it here instead, or whatever on the other end there, because this guy I think probably is too much, and we need 2 to 1. So if we have 4 of these buggers, because actually the silicon is not doing too badly at the moment, quite remarkably. The silicon is not doing too badly. So paste that. Input. Long input. And output. There we go. Right, so we got 2 to 1. Good. However, these things manufacture much slower than the chips do. The circuit boards. Ah! It's a game of constantly tweaking. constant tweaking and trial and error, I suspect. Right, okay, so let's put down you output. Oh, right, you go the full length of that. Right, okay. Alright, well, the other option is we do a little right angle instead. Like that. We'll do the same here. Like that. And we output at this end. And input at that end. And that leaves us some options for output later. But then if we want to add more manufacturers to this later, that's going to become slightly more difficult. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Power. Lovely. And get it go. It does take a lot. So I'm going to leave it as one buildy thing for now. Can I, oh no, I need more stone. Fine, we'll use a regular one. Use a regular old storage for now. This is probably a bad idea. It's very neat and tidy, yeah, but perhaps not very expansion friendly later on. But there we go. We are making processors! And I have no idea why. I don't really need them at the moment. We're just making them because of reasons. I haven't unlocked anything to use them. Okay, so we do need thrusters. So let's go ahead and activate that because I think we've got a bit more red cubes sort of backing up now. Magnetic particle. I mean, there's a lot of crap in here that I have no idea what you are talking about. We have unlocked a lot of stuff. Yeah, sure. Solar sails, good, cool. Planetary logistics requires thruster, which we're now researching. So that's the next big thingy majiggy. Once we got the thruster and we got planetary, intraplanetary, I should say. Intra, that's local. That's not like, hey, let's go off over to that gas giant over there. It's all here. Yeah, intra, then we will unlock the sort of power of these kind of crude oil seeps that are out clustered together. There's 4 just like right next to each other. The amount of hydrogen we can produce out of those 4 is going to be excellent, I suspect. We just have lots of like little conveyor buses all leading over to here where our research hub is. Although when it comes to yellow cubes, and we need to combine red cubes, yellow cubes and blue cubes into one research matrices thingamajiggy, I have no idea what is going to happen to this whole setup over here. I suspect we're going to have to maybe utilize the ocean and pave over it or something. There's just not enough room. Anyway, that's quite good. We got our processors up and running. You can see them here. Copper, iron, silicon, all pumping in to make tiny little chips. All of that to make tiny little chips. It's brilliant, isn't it? We've made 34 so far. We're really going some, but actually, you know, we could definitely, I think, increase the amount of manufacturers producing these things. So it's all good. Okay. Next mission then is intraplanetary transport and really kind of nailing some of these objects that we haven't even started to build yet. I mean, what? Deuterium fractioning and I can place... Have we got one, actually? Oh, I haven't got one. I was going to say, let's place a refinery. We've got a chemical plant as well. I haven't even started on that. Oh, yeah. Stone. Never mind. Yeah, there's more and more of these, like, concrete. More and more, like, you just need concrete for building stuff, so... the only source of concrete that I have is miles away. It's the other side of all this stuff. It's yonder over here, boys. This is really going to tank my energy, because I'm pretty sure I'm plumb out of fuel again. Pretty much. Right, here we go. Concrete. Yay. Oops. Didn't want to take all of it, just some of it. There we go. Right, can now you build me an oil refinery, please, boss? Thanks. I just want to place one down so we can see what deuterium... I assume it's this thing that does the deuterium stuff. Right? No, it's not. Oh, okay, so you do the... Right, what does the deuterium stuff then? Is it a chemical thingy-majiggy? Oh, it's the fractioner here. Oh, this requires the processors! Ah, it all becomes clear now. Right, the fractioner. Alright, fine. Yeah, we're going to have a look into all of that then in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Once this thruster is complete, I will be unlocking intraplanetary. Although I will need to produce thrusters and all this stuff along with it. It's gonna be a bit of a headache until we can get those interplanetary drones flying around doing all of our logisticy stuff. Until then, conveyor spaghetti will persist. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.